morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. I want to let a few people come in here before I get started because, I was riding over here. Last night was a fun stream with Chucky. The last couple of streams have been fun. It's been nice to get out, and so I was on my way over here, and it's a beautiful day out. It's hot, like always, but it's beautiful. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's absolutely stunning outside. Let me see if I can give you guys you wake up some days and you just go, man, what a beautiful day. And today's one of those days. So, as I was over here, I thought, I think it's time now. I think it's time to, and it is hot, you can see I'm sweating. They don't have the air on in here. They don't turn the air on until the people start entering the mall. But I was thinking about it and I thought, what a beautiful day. And then tomorrow I'm going with Longhorns. We're going to go down to Chinatown, maybe Pahurat, maybe Talat Noi, go check some things out. And while it's still a little bit of a hassle to get around, now is the time. I was thinking about it. Now is the time. For me especially, I have no more time to waste. I'm getting a little older. My body's a little more worn out. I can't do some of the things I used to do. So I need to get out there and get stuff done that I want to do as quickly as possible. And so that's a good thing. So that's really all I want to say today. I don't want to have a long stream. I don't want to do anything like that. But I expect to be out more, maybe 3 times a week, streaming. I'm not as much into the videos, but maybe I will get back into them a little bit more in the future. Live is where it's at. I've been reading this for a couple of years now, and I believe it, but I'm not saying I won't do any videos, but I think if I do like 3 streams a week, what's happening, Soy Dog Cowboy? If I can get out 3 times a week, that's good. And, I've been shooting more photos, I've been out more, and you know what? It makes a world of difference. I feel a lot better. I don't mind staying inside when I want to stay inside. I've said it before, but not going out because there's nowhere to go, you can't go anywhere, it just sucks. No, I'm not talking about a midlife crisis. I'm talking about a we're opening up kind of deal. I didn't bring my tripod. I didn't bring my mini tripod today, so I'm kind of stuck here. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be like a chick. I'm supposed to be like, hey guys, how y'all doing? At the high angle, so it makes me look more skinny. I'll never look skinny. I'll always look thick and chunky. I'll look like a beer barrel, a beer keg. That's kind of what I look like, a beer keg. Anyway, it's time to go out and do some stuff. Like I said, tomorrow, hot or not, listen, there's always baby powder for the nutsack. There's prickly heat powder. There's all kinds of goodies that you can use to make yourself more comfortable. I don't want to be a softie, so to speak. And, it's hot every day, so I figured, fuck it, I might as well just go out, get stuff done, do stuff. Because what I was thinking about, when it comes to when I shoot, I've been shooting photos, and I thought, I've got some halfway decent photos the last couple of days, and I'm like, you're not going to sit inside and get much done if what you want to do is shoot photos and show people, and you want to show people, the city or the country or wherever you're going. You're not going to get it done just sitting inside in front of your desk. I'm not going to get it done. So it's time to get out, Yeah, you got to dust the nuts. Let me tell you, it's a procedure. It's a process. Every morning, take a nice cold shower, crank up the air, give a little baby powder, a little prickly heat powder, a little, what's that stuff called? Drapoline. Put on the Manscaped underwear, and we're ready to go. So today, actually, Longhorns has messaged, and he will be. Oh my God! Wow, wow, Mr. Monash, good to see you. I was wondering where the hell you were. I figured I did hear that you had a little problem, which kind of sucks. Listen, yesterday I put Chucky's stream up, and I'm thinking there's no music playing or anything like that, and they demonetized the video, and I'm like, son of a bitch. I wonder what it is. Did it have something to do with talking anything about politics, or what was it? I don't know. But they demonetized it. Now they remonetized it. So it's good you're back. We all been asking about you. You've been missed, Mr. Monash. I'm all right, man. I can't complain. You know, life's a roller coaster. There's good days and bad days, but today's a good day. It's been good lately. Ever since they opened up, things have gotten a little bit better. I'm sitting right in front of 4 ladies here. We got Ms. Mook working today, and some guy, who he's wearing somebody's name tag. It's not his own, and that's it. That's all they got here today. But there's, aside from these 4 women, there's nobody else in here but me. Yeah, open is good, man. Open is good. I feel like the world is opening up to me again. Gennaro, what's happening? Mr. Italy. That's what we're going to start calling you now. Mr. Italy. And Bidet Charles. Bidet Charles called me at like 4 in the morning. I'm like, what's the deal with that? Foot massage stream. Actually, you know what it is I've been thinking about, like, I need to take a trip. I need to do a projects. I need to keep myself mentally stimulated. And I'll tell you what it is I've been out with my camera. I've been out shooting for the past couple of weeks. And it's made me realize, I need to be out. I can't be sitting inside. It's good that I can shoot the shit and talk about things, and I'm grateful I can do that, and I make a little money and all that good stuff. But it's better to be out, man. It's just better to be out in the world. Yeah, Chucky's a character for sure. And he's been pushing me for the past 2 years to go to somewhere like Kazakhstan. I want to go to where what's his name, Khabib is. That's where I want to go. If I'm going to go anywhere, I want to go to where Khabib is. That has to be mandatory on the list. Let's go visit Khabib. So he can tell, what, you'll come here to wrestle with me? No, I didn't come here to wrestle with you. You don't mess with them. You don't mess with Khabib. Khabib, he, I don't know. It's up to him. I don't really care, honestly, but I like to go to Kazakhstan. Oh, man, I can't hold this thing up. Reminder to self, always bring mini tripod. Everywhere I go, I need to have my camera and my mini tripod and a battery pack. Oh, I think that'd be awesome. I think that would be awesome. I'd tell them I came all the way from America to Thailand, and then all the way to their country to visit with them. You never know what could happen. You never know, we could already have it planned. Anyway, that was the only reason I'm streaming this morning. I'm not streaming to go over some crazy topic or some redundant topic or, this is not a fundraiser or anything like that. It's just, I just realized to myself, and I've been watching this other channel with this chick. He's got this hot looking chick, and the guy's young, and they're like, just have fun, we just want to have fun, and hopefully, the idea is to have fun to where it's not like work, whatever you do. And I kind of have been a little too serious, as Longhorns likes to remind me. I don't always have to be serious. Serious มาก ทำไม you serious too much? That was just sad, man. It was sad. And the thing is that he didn't really get hit with something hard, which is good, because you don't want the guy to get hurt. But Belfort was hitting him, he basically shelled up, and Belfort hit him about 20 times, and he didn't fire back. And, when he threw punches, he was stumbling around, and there's a reason why you don't put a 58-year-old fighter in the ring, even with somebody like Belfort, who is older. And I tell you what I was remembering when I saw that fight. I thought, I was in the boxing gym about 3 years ago, just to train with my buddy. And my buddy had been a trainer for a couple of world champions. He'd been like a co-trainer. The Thais don't let you be the one and only trainer generally. They always want to take some of the credit. So, well, looking good on the outside is not the same as fighting fit, because you have you have a lot of other things to think about, like timing and balance and fluidity and things like that. When I saw him on the focus mitts, I thought, he is not going to win. There's no way he's going to win, because Belfort's hands are way too fast, even now. And there's something to be said between, a 14, 15-year difference between guys is a lot. But I just knew, once I saw Holyfield on the pads, I went, holy shit, I wish I would have put some money on Belfort. Because apparently Holyfield was the favorite before the fight. What this does tell me is that Oscar De La Hoya better watch his mouth, because he's gonna he may find himself in a position where he's not able to cash the check. He would have got annihilated by Belfort. Annihilated. Because Belfort is generally a bigger guy. He would have just smashed him. It would have taken one shot, and that would have been it. So, yeah. And I don't want to see Holyfield fight again. I don't want, and the problem is that if he can get licensed, he can fight. Yeah, well, they make a big deal about the roids. Now, here's the thing. I'm on the TRT, the testosterone replacement therapy. Does that mean I'm on steroids? This was doctor mandated, or doctor recommended. So, like, I'm not, like, abusing them or thinking, I'm going to use these and get big and strong. And no, it's to keep me from being a truly old man. But, what I was going to say is, and I mean, listen, Holyfield obviously is a professional fighter. I was never a professional fighter. But I got in the ring, and I look at myself in some of the little videos, and I can tell you, Holyfield just looked like a shell of himself. 3 years ago, I was 3 years younger. I was about 56. He's 58, almost 59, but I look faster than he did. Seriously. I mean, that's how slow he was. Well, you know, Foreman, the thing is that Foreman has something that Holyfield really, he didn't have. He had a good power, but he didn't have fantastic power. And you know, Foreman had that kind of power that if he hit you with one good shot, that was it. The fight was over. Like when he did what he did to Michael Moore. Holyfield, you know, was the kind of guy who wore you down and used an abundance of punches. So there is a big difference between a guy who's known as a fearsome puncher, getting in the ring when he's a little older, and you know, what was this? Oh, the testosterone replacement is because my testosterone levels were low. They've been low for I don't know how many years now, but a while. The thing with Hagler is he had great power, and he had fantastic endurance, and he was really, really smart inside the ring. That's what, you know, not only that, but he had a granite chin. So he had everything. He really had a good mixture of everything. Well, I never had a problem with my libido. Fortunately, never had a problem with that. It wasn't really that. It was just I felt like shit all the time. I felt old, and I still feel old, but I don't feel as old. I have my good days and my bad days, you know. Some of it is injuries. Some of it is, you know, there's a number of reasons why people get on it. If you're doing if you're taking like anabolic steroids and you're doing roids so that you can step up your game in athletics, that's a different story. That's not why I'm doing it, you know. There's no real hotties in here, sorry. Who put that up, Gennaro? Monash? Can't get this thing to work here. Not having a mini tripod is there's only one way to take it that doctors really recommend, and that is a shot in the ass. Hottie rotation, I see. Michael Spinks, by far. Yeah, that stem cell replacement is no joke, and it is expensive. I think Quentin Rampage Jackson just went through that. Yeah, he's old now, and he's been battered, so I'm sure that helps him. No, Leon was not a better fighter. If you want to say who's a better fighter, you have to look at a number of things, not just, you know, like who would win or who had the most potential or anything like that. Michael Spinks was much more dedicated. He wasn't on the drugs. You know, he had a better career. And Leon Spinks, you know, he's already passed away, but yeah, well, I mean, listen, Leon Spinks made a name because Muhammad Ali was a shell of himself when he fought him. And then Muhammad Ali came back and beat him because Leon Spinks was not the most disciplined person as a fighter. And I think in life in general, he wasn't that disciplined. And so then when Ali beat him, that was it. His career was pretty much over. You know, he got thrown to the wolves, man. You know, he got thrown to the wolves right away. He fought him twice. And Ali was done by then, you know. I mean, really, Ali was done. So, you know, while, okay, I beat Ali, it looks good on the ledger. The truth is, he wouldn't have touched a prime Ali. But, you know, he had a lot of skill. I mean, no doubt. but Michael Spinks overall was a better fighter, man. There's no doubt it at all. I mean, say what you will about it. Michael Spinks beat Larry Holmes, and you know, without the Mike Tyson fight, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really into it all that much anymore, but I still know a lot about old fighters, and you know, I don't know as much about fighters nowadays, just because I don't. I mean, I like Canelo Alvarez. I like Ryan Garcia. I like what's his name, Triple G. I like Lomachenko, who I saw in the Olympics. I used to like Wilder until he started carrying himself in just a, I don't know. I just think he went about things in a strange manner. And I did meet Deontay Wilder. I've just talked about this before, but when I did cover the Olympics in Beijing, and because I was an American and I was considered an American journalist, I set it up with the what the hell is it called? The Amateur Boxing Association of America, the USA Boxing. There was a girl there, and I just contacted her, and then they said, "Yeah, sure, we'll set some things up with you. Who do you want to interview?" And I said, "I want to interview Deontay Wilder because he was the guy. He was the guy who, well, he was the only one who won a medal in those Olympics in boxing." So I got to interview him for an hour. I spent some time with him, photographed him. It was interesting, but he's completely different from what I've seen before. You know, he's not nearly as, I don't know, he's a bit brash now. He's a little more brash and outspoken than when I talked to him. When I talked to him, he was still very soft-spoken. There's a lot of guys that were in, you know, the Olympics, and I was like, man, I wasn't impressed by them. The American fighters, I wasn't impressed with them. You know, there were a lot of, you know, they wanted to show the moves, you know, they wanted to like look all like the part, and like afterwards, what really made me see that was that after a couple of the fights, the guys, like, the first thing they did was like stand in a pose, like, so that everybody could photograph them, and there weren't that many photographers. I mean, there were photographers, ringside. So I would be ringside, and they're right in front of me, and it was like the first thing they did was look to me, photograph me. And I was like, holy shit, man. I mean, so they were very aware of the media and the potential with the photography and getting their name out there, and none of them have done much, you know. I think Andrade, the guy Demetrius Andrade, and Gary Russell, you know, they've won some titles or whatever, but other than that, and you know, Deontay Wilder, I would say he really needs to go back to the drawing board, but it's probably too late now. So he's lucky he has that big punch. But you know, he's fighting again. They're fighting, I guess, in next month, and so we'll see what happens in that fight. I want to see what happens. Carlos, good morning. Good morning. Listen, out of all the fighters, I really like Canelo Alvarez a lot. I like the way he carries himself. I liked Juan Manuel Marquez. He was one of my favorite fighters. George Chuvalo, you know, great fighter, but you know, just in an era when, you know, very good fighter. Let's put it that way. Very good fighter. Very, very tough. Too tough for his own good. And had he fought in another era with a weak line of heavyweights, he might have done okay. You know, he might have done better with his career. He's like to me, like the same with like Chuck Wepner. I mean, you know, that guy, if you weren't on your game, he'd beat you. You know. But when you got an era of heavyweights with, you know, Foreman and Frazier and Ali and Norton, you know, I hate that question. I gotta say Ali. I gotta say, Ali, you know, I think Ali showed more heart and more. He had the. I think he had a greater ability to dig down deep when it was necessary. So unless Tyson caught him with one shot and knocked him out cold, which I don't think would happen in their prime, I got to go with Ali. Carlos, how's everything going, man? Is everything all right? Okay, cool. Yeah, one night. Rough night, huh? Yeah, send me a message, man. For sure. Anyway, I got about 10, 15 minutes left. This place is still the same. You got all right, man. Anyway, like I said, I didn't have anything to talk about. I didn't really want to make this a long stream at all. Tomorrow, unless there's a change of plans on Longhorns' side, tomorrow we'll be streaming from somewhere around Chinatown, Pahurat, Talat Noi, old Bangkok. And yeah. Time to get out and about. I can deal with the mask on my face. It gets too sweaty, I just take it off, throw it away, put on a new one. But it's time to get out and about, time to do some things. One thing that I wanted to know, if there are some places, I've asked this before, and I don't say that I'm going to do whatever you ask, but I will consider everything. Thumbs up, only I see. Only 13. Got 37 people online on this stream, and only 13 thumbs up. So please do me a favor, leave a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. But one thing I wanted, if you got any ideas and you got any places that you'd like to see me go, let me know in the comments below. Try to keep it inside of Thailand for now. I got a few ideas. I'm kicking around, but I'd like to know what you guys would like to see. And just the other day when I was out in Bang Lang Pu and Khao San Road, speaking with Thais, and interacting with them. That was what made me think. That was one of the things that made me think I got to get out again. I got to start mingling with people, because the more you isolate yourself, I mean, I'm sitting inside at home and I'm like, okay, where can I go? What can I do? Oh, I can't do anything other than go to the grocery store or walk around on the street. Now it's different. Now you can actually go places. They're coming up with some kind of a digital passport here, which may or may not be good, but it'll work out. And I'm vaccinated and scheduled to get another, well, not scheduled, but I should be getting another vaccination probably next month. So I should have no problem traveling around. And, for now, we'll just keep it in Bangkok, and then in another month or so, a couple of weeks, time to get out of here and go somewhere and take a little trip. I'm going to talk to Longhorns about that today, see if he wants to head somewhere. Yeah, that lady was very nice. And the coffee shop guy was cool. The guy with the beard was cool. I forget there was somebody else. And I'm going to start doing some little clips from some of the streams because I know everybody is not in a position where they want or can watch a 2-hour stream. So I'll try to take out some of the little highlights and make videos of them. So that'll happen. Anyway. Well, let me know. There's a couple of them. The other day my wife was talking about a place called Pratu P, and I was like, Pratu P? I don't know. It sounds familiar, but I haven't heard of it. And it's like, what is it, Samnat or Samrat or something like that. And then I was like, oh, that's over by. Hey, what's happening, Dre? How you doing? That's over by the Golden Mount. I'm like, I've been there many times. So one of the places that I may go over there, and I may not stream it, I don't know. I may just do a video of it, or I might not do anything. But the Pad Thai place, Teep Samai, very well-known Pad Thai restaurant. So I may go over there and check that out. You're back in the U.S., I take it, Dre. Any plans to come back here, or what's happening? Not till next year. Yeah, a lot of people are waiting until next year. A lot of people have told me already in the past couple of days, they've been saying, well, if they open up in January, I'm there. I don't think this place is ever going to be the same. I've said that before, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. And, the way I look at it is, hey, you don't want to come? That's fine. This place is fine for me. I don't have a problem with this place, Aside from some of the kind of knuckle-headed, boneheaded moves that certain people in the government make occasionally, it's all good. It's all good in Bangkok. It's all good in the hood. Nah, can't complain. Can't complain. Things are looking up, and I want to stay focused and positive about this, and I want to start getting out there and doing some things that, think about it. Just about a year ago, I was in Nakhon Phanom, Nong Khai, Bun Khan, where I went to that mountain and was freaking out on the mountain. I went there. I went to Ayutthaya. I went to Railay. I went to Krabi. I went to Khao Lak. I went to Phuket. All those places. In the last year I went, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to do some more things like that. So it will happen. Eventually it's going to happen. It's all coming together slowly but surely. And you guys, thank you very much, Mr. Monash, Mr. Monage. Mr. Minaj. Just for your info, Mr. Minaj, Bumgun Chuck, a.k.a. Chubby Nick Nolte, a.k.a. Chunky, is now forever known as Bidet Charles. We've changed his nickname. So, Richard, if you're out there and you hear this, he is now known as Bidet Charles. He's no longer known as Chunky or Bumgun Chuck. But he did pop his water up the ash cherry, and he did say also yesterday that he would make sure, but he practiced and he tried to get it down to where it was that he got more out of it than just a tickling sensation. So anyway, it's time to go. This stream's gone on even longer than I wanted it to, like always. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Tomorrow should be sometime around 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30. I'll put something up soon. And I'm not sure where we're going because I haven't talked to Longhorns about it. We have a general idea. But you know, I got all kinds of things in my head where I'd like to go, and uh, and you know, I like old Bangkok. I don't like the real modern, you know, skyscraper Bangkok. I like the real old gritty Bangkok, and I'm going to try to stick to that. But I know that Longhorns wants to go to a couple of places, so we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up and subscribe and all that stuff. Check the description if you need any further info. And until next time, Choke B, Leo, Jerken Mai. Yeah, see you guys later, all right? Ciao. Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao.